I remember landing under sniper fire. There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport, but instead we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicles to get to our base.
Her arrival in Bosnia was not quite as dramatic as Clinton put it. Memory should always match the videotape. Cheryl Atkinson, CBS News, Washington.
All my grandparents, came over here, and
turns out only one was an immigrant, 3 were not.
I'm very proud to state that I'm a full supporter of marriage equality. I believe that marriage is not just a bond, but a sacred bond between a man and a woman.
Hillary Clinton is everything that's wrong with American politics. Hers is the presidential campaign of fraud, fallacies, and phony promises. In other words, Hillary Clinton is a savvy and calculating politician who knows how to use her power and influence. To those in the Republican Party and other affiliations who understand the inherent danger of allowing her to become leader of the free world, there should be an imperative nature to do whatever it takes to send her packing.
Are you worried or concerned at all about framing yourself as this, that a thing that so many people have a negative connotation?
Not if we have the opportunity to describe what democratic socialism means. And what that means is you have countries like Denmark, Sweden, Norway, other European countries which have had social democratic governments and labor governments. And the result of that is, in those countries, health care is a right of all people. I don't see that as a great problem. At a time when so many of our young people can't afford to go to college, tuition is free in many of those countries. They have excellent child care, strong retirement benefits. They're often very strongly pro-environment, taking on climate change. So I think when people understand that in those countries, governments are working for the middle class rather than the billionaire class, I think we can get our message across.
Bernie Sanders is yet another master of the political language, spinning a thin veneer of attractive socialism and slap it down for what it is and what he would seek it to be. A wealth of government regulation that would change American free enterprise to knuckle under to a government mandate, and taking what the hard-won efforts of every individual are and redistributing them for those who are less fortunate and those who are prepared to live their lives sucking off the system thanks to a lifetime of suffering from being lazy and drinking from a public teat. And in case you're wondering, there will be free Karl Marx T-shirts and Joseph Stalin belt buckles for everybody.
And thank you, Dr. Pepper, and thank you, Dr. Paper, and thank you, Chancellor.
A man who will be the next president of the United States, Barack America. But the Taoiseach knows a lot about it. His mom lived in Long Island for 10 years or so. God rest her soul. And although your mom's still alive as your dad passed. God bless her soul. I got to get this straight.
Now is the time to heed the timeless advice from Teddy Roosevelt. Speak softly and carry a big stick. End of quote. I promise you, the president has a big stick.
And Joe Biden, with all due respect, Mr. Vice President, your ability to be taken seriously as leader of the free world falls into the same impossibility category as your shot defeating Ronda Rousey inside a steel cage if her hands and her feet were handcuffed to the steel cage. Look, if Republicans really believe they are destined to win back the presidency in 2016, and they believe that, perhaps they need to stop this whiny, infantile, diaper-wearing, numbskull brand of campaigning. Stop lifting your leg on each other and pretending that it's raining. Focus on those who are the real targets, and those who are, at the moment, laughing in your collective faces as you tear each other apart and open their door for another possible 8 years of Democratic rule. It is exactly what America does not need. But if you think about it, if you understand it, and if you stop for just a moment, realize that you then are the ones who are helping to make it happen. That's why they're laughing. Stop the laughter. Only you can prevent this. That's my opinion, telling it like it is. Rock on, true believers. Thanks so much for joining us. Just getting the week underway. We got a whole lot more to go here as we head right towards Friday. And don't forget, a lot more on the debates coming up as we head through the week. Join us for another one Tuesday night, right here on the fastest 60 minutes in news, The Hardline.